Hi everybody, I'm Tony Mesa with Tony Mesa Real Estate School, and in this video I'm going to explain to you the online brokers post-licensing course in detail. And it really is online brokers post-licensing courses because it's really two courses we're going to see, but I'm going to explain to you how this works. Before we begin with the actual courses, you're either watching this video on TonyMesaRealEstateSchool.com or you're watching this video on YouTube or somewhere else. If you're watching it on YouTube or somewhere else, just finish watching the video from beginning to end. But then you can go to TonyMesaRealEstateSchool.com and you'll see the different pages I refer to in this video, right? And by the way, on the course info page, we have all the different courses and online exam crams that we offer, right? Alrighty, so what is the deal with the online brokers post-licensing course? It's really courses, because there's one course on management and there's another course on investment, and each one has its own end of course final exam. And what you're going to do is you're going to create an account to be able to read these online course units, and you're going to have practice questions at the end of each online course unit. But the big distinction with our online brokers post-licensing course is I have recorded videos where I explain the online units you're going to be reading. So what do? You watch the video where I explain the material that's in the first unit of the management course, and then you read the first unit of the management course. Then you watch the video where I explain the second unit of the management course, and then you read the second unit of the management course and do the practice questions at the end. So you're always watching the video where I explain a unit before you read that particular unit, right? So it makes a big difference in terms of comprehension and understanding. Now, what is it that happens? When you go to TonyMesaRealEstateSchool.com, to register and pay for the course, you would go to the register and pay page. If you have already taken the sales associate course with us, or the sales associate post-licensing course with us, or the broker's online course with us, if you've done any of those courses online with us, the full course, you already have an account. You're going to log into your existing account after you go to the register and pay page and pick the broker post-licensing, and then you're going to add the broker post-licensing. If this is the first full online course you've done with us, then when you go to the register and pay page, you're going to click on broker post-licensing course, and then you're going to create an account before it lets you pay, right? Okay, now the actual videos that you watch before you read the units, that's on the student login page. So if you go to TonyMesaRealEstateSchool.com and you go to student login and you look at broker post-licensing there on student login, we're going to give you a code so you can watch those videos. Those are the videos where I explain the stuff that's in the units before you read the units. And then to log in, once you've created your account for the course, you're going to have a separate website for the actual course. If you forget that, if you go to the FAQs page, on the FAQs page I have a question that explains to you how you go and log into your online course, right? The frequently asked questions page. Okay, so you're watching the videos where I explain the units before you read each unit. It's one account that you have for the actual online course itself. It's a totally different login on a different website that you have for the videos. My advice is bookmark both of those pages. You know, when I say bookmark, different internet browsers allow you to like save favorite pages so that we can get back and forth between the two very easily, right? All right, now how much does our course cost? It is $290. That is the current price. If you go to the course info page and it has a slightly different number on there, that means I had to change the price of the course, but it is currently $290 at the time of filming this video, and that is both courses, the management course and the investment course, and that also includes 2 attempts at the end of class exam for the management course, 2 attempts at the end of class exam for the investment course, and it also includes the reporting to the state for the management course, the reporting to the state for the investment course, right? Okay, so the $290 includes the videos where I explain the stuff in the actual courses themselves. It does not include the textbook. Here's my advice, okay? You can either do the management course first or the investment course first. Most students do the management course first because it's usually just a little bit faster for them to get through that one, right? So, but let's say hypothetically you start with the management course. You watch the video where I explain the first unit in the management course, then you read the first unit of the management course. Then you watch the video where I explain the second unit, then you read the second unit. Then you watch the video where I explain the third unit, then you read the third unit. At that point, you're going to be able to make an informed decision. Should I buy the textbook that corresponds to this management course, yes or no, right? Same concept with the investment course, right? And when you go to the register and pay page of our website, I let you know what is the current textbook for the current version of the course you're registering for management and for investment. When you're logged into your online course, you can go to the bookstore and you can buy it through us on the bookstore, or you could buy that somewhere else online, right? As long as it's the correct book and the correct edition, doesn't matter where you buy it because it's not officially the course, right? Okay, so here is my next piece of advice, okay? It is 2 separate courses. Get one completely finished and then move on to the next one, right? So, you know, not too long ago, I had a student that watched all the videos and completed the entire management online course units, right? So then she was able to take her end of course final exam. Then she watched all the videos and completed all the investment course and was able to take her end of course final exam. And then the student took the management exam, passed it, and then about 4 or 5 hours later took the investment course and passed. That's not the best way to do it, in my opinion. The best way to do it is you pick one of the two. Let's say you pick management, work through the entire management course, finish all the videos, finish all the units, and then take your management end of course final exam, pass that, and then once you have passed that, then move on to the investment one, then move on to the next one, right? So my advice is get one 100% completed, including passing your end of class exam, then move on to the next one, right? Do a little bit each day. Days that you have more time, work on the course more. Days that you have less time, work on the course at least a little bit. But look, if you've got to get this done before the first renewal of your real estate broker's license. So when you register and pay for the course, the system allows you to work on the course for up to a year, but that doesn't matter. You've got to get this done no matter what before your renewal deadline. So if you're anywhere close to your renewal deadline, you've really got to work hard on this and work through it. My advice is finish both of these courses, pass both of these end of class exams, get everything 100% completed at least 1 month before your renewal deadline, right? So you're not even close to that deadline, and it's not a big stressful thing, okay? All right, so you're able to repeat videos, you're able to reread online course units, right? Here's my advice. Again, you could either start with the management course, or you could start with the investment course. Let's just say you started with the management course. You've watched the video for each unit before you read each unit. So the video where I explain, you go to student login, you watch the video where I explain the unit, then you read the corresponding unit in your online course, right? Watch the next video, watch the next unit, right? And then what happens is watch the next video, read the next unit, watch the next video, read the next unit. You're always watching the video where I explain the unit before you read the unit. So now the system allows you to take your end of course final exam when you've completed all the units, right? Before you do that, near the end of each unit, there's like a summary page or summary, it'll just say summary page or summary of important points. And the idea is, what I would do is I would print out those pages, or I would copy and paste them into a document and print out those pages and read those summaries really carefully. And let's say that there's a unit where when you read the summary, you say, there's a lot of stuff here that I don't remember. Take the time to reread that unit, right? And what happens is really read through the text of the unit. That means you need to reread that unit, right? So, and let's say you read another summary page from the end of another online unit, you say, this stuff I remember, I understand this, great. Read the next summary page, right? And then any summary pages where you're saying there's a lot of stuff that I'm not as clear on, take the time to reread the text of that unit. Then once you've done that, you're going to take your end of class exam. Your end of class exam, you take it online, you're taking an online course, you take it online, make sure you have a good internet connection. I recommend a computer. If your Wi-Fi is flaky, plug into the wall. Chrome is usually a good browser, but make sure that you have a stable internet connection because it counts as a try once you click on that, right? Okay, so what is it that happens, right? When you click the button, you're going to have exactly 1 hour and a half. You have 50 multiple choice questions. You need to score at least 75%, so 75% or higher, right? And then what happens is you pass it the first time. You're going to submit an affidavit. I'm going to send you an information verification email. You're going to reply to that information verification email. I'm going to report to the DBPR that you completed that particular course. I'm going to send you a completion report. And then we repeat that entire verification and reporting process for the second course. It's repetitive, but it's 2 separate courses. So each one has their own verification process, their own reporting to the Department of Business and Professional Regulation. What happens if you don't pass that first end of class exam? There is no 30-day waiting period to take version number 2. There used to be a 30-day waiting period that doesn't exist anymore. So what happens is don't accidentally click on version number 2, because if you do, you got to take version number 2, right? So if you don't pass the end of class exam on whichever one of the 2 courses that first time, go to the contact page, let us know. I just took my end of course final exam and I didn't pass it the first time. How should I study? And the idea is we got to help you figure out how to study, so a few days later you could take version number 2. But there is no longer a 30-day waiting period. So what happens? You pass that second end of class exam, great, okay? We do not charge for that second version of the end of class exam. So if a student takes the end of class exam and does not pass the first version, then they take the second. There is no fee for them to take that second version of the end of class exam. Again, don't take it and just take the other one. If you don't pass this one, immediately take the other one. No, if you don't pass the first one, let us know so we can help you out how to study for that second one. Very, very important, right? Now, it doesn't happen a lot, but what happens if a student fails the second end of class exam? Then they have to repeat the course, right? And there is a way. You need to contact us at the school, because there is a way that instead of paying $290 for both courses, you're only paying $145 for one of the 2. And then off of that $145, what we do is we give you a discount of approximately half the price, right? So, and I tell you, these are all the current numbers right now, and I tell you approximately half the price because at that point in time we have to figure out the exact number. But the idea is then it's the same course you just did, although the version maybe just changed, if you know, that happens sometimes, but it's basically the same course. But what do you have to do? You have to read through those units again, do those practice questions again, get that new course completed, and then you're able to take the second version. Then you're able to take your end of class exam with that course, and if necessary, a second end of class, different version with that same course, right? So this is why I'm saying to you, if you're anywhere near your renewal deadline, don't wait. Get this done. Get both courses 100% completed and both of your course final exams passed at least a month before, so you're not dealing with this close to your renewal deadline, right? All right. Now, what happens, okay? Again, it's 2 separate courses. So for each course, there's an end of class exam. For each one of those exams has to be passed in order for you to successfully complete the course. Separate information verification reporting for each of the 2 courses. You're able to look. I mean, if you just passed your broker state exam, as soon as you get the by email from the Department of Business and Professional Regulation, your license with a license number, which is usually 1 business day later, you're already able to start your post-licensing as soon as you get that email. What happens is you could start this post-licensing 3 months after you have your license, 4 months after you have a license, but don't wait anywhere close to your renewal deadline, because that's where it becomes a risky situation, right? All right, now remember what happens is you're going to have an account for the actual online course units you're going to read, and then you're going to have a different password for the videos on the student login that you watch before you read each unit. Okay, very briefly about myself. My background is I got my first real estate license in New Jersey when I was going to college. I graduated from Rutgers College and Harvard Law School. I became admitted to the bar in New York, practiced law in New York for a bit, then moved down to Florida, became admitted to the bar down here, practiced law down here. And then decided to open up a brokerage. So I had a real estate brokerage that I grew to 140 sales associates. I also had a loan business. I had a real estate school, and I did a lot of expert witness work. Still actually do some expert witness work in terms of real estate, testifying in court. And today I'm a broker associate. I still actively broker transactions, but a broker associate means I have my broker's license with another brokerage, and my primary focus is this school and helping you guys get through your various licensing and post-licensing requirements. One more time, when you go to the terms and conditions page, when you go to the register and pay page of TonyMesaRealEstateSchool.com and you go to broker post-licensing, read the terms and conditions very, very carefully. And if you have any questions before you register and pay for the course, go to the contact page and reach out to us. We're here to help you. Thank you very much. Have a great one.